In the summer of 1991, when I was invited to go to the Banff Centre for the Arts, I decided that I wanted to make a megaphone. And I wanted to make it big, because I wanted to... initially I was thinking I wanted to stage the ultimate protest on Parliament Hill. I wanted to break the windows, because they don't listen. But then I thought more about it, and I thought, well, that's my angry reaction, that's my anger. Where I want to go and kick in the windows and kick in the doors and fight with Brian Mulrooney or whoever else, you know, is sitting in there. And I wanted to go there, but the more I thought about it, when I, you know, after getting over my anger and trying to look at all my feelings over the past year, you know, summer of 1990, and look at all, you know, myself as an artist and what have I accomplished and what am I doing and why am I doing it? What good is it doing? Am I doing any good? So all those questions sort of came together, but also to make it for other people, because I was, you know, I'm sure a lot of people, and I'm sure all Native people were affected by that summer. It was a big mark in our history. The megaphone, you know, once I got over wanting to be angry and started to think more clearly and more positively and how to turn all that experience into something positive, I decided I would make a megaphone. And instead of aiming it at the government and taking it, you know, and aiming it at that building or at those people, I wanted to instead take it out to the people, to Native people, and turn it towards the land, and so that the people could speak to our mother, to the earth, and feel very positive about speaking out and not be afraid to speak out, because I mean that's what this camp is all about, is that, you know, the earth, the land, the trees, everything, all the things that we have to survive, it's all here, and it's we're living in a garden and we want to destroy it. It doesn't make sense to me. And I think that these people here who are living here and who come here know that or feel it or want to express that. And so with the megaphone, I wanted to just take it around to different communities so that people could look at the megaphone, the object, the art object that came from my mind and my feelings, and sort of react to it, see whether they thought it was a good idea or a bad idea, and I get some feedback from the community about my work. And that way I could feel as an artist that I was getting criticism from my own community and not from white art critics. Because as an artist, I'm accustomed to working in the art gallery where, you know, so-called contemporary art or weird things happen, you know, those sculptures, those objects. But to take it out to people who don't really go to art galleries or don't look at the history of Western European art, which is where I went to school, you know, they can still relate to it. They have their own way of looking at things, and they can still assess it and criticize it, and, you know, so I think that's great. It's great for me to get out of, because I was brought up in a European education, and it's very challenging for me to go back to the people with what I've learned, and to learn how to unlearn what I was taught and make objects and make art that is for the people, and I want them to see it and to make it with the people. And just walking around out here and just looking at the mess and the destruction and wanting to, I don't know, just stand things back up, basically, is how I felt. It was just seeing everything lying down, sort of crashing all over the place, and just wanting to create a forest. And it's ironic, though, isn't it? Because actually, what did you call it when you asked me? Are you making a
deadwood forest?
Yeah. So it's interesting, because it's like, even though we think of it as a forest because we made it, but the materials, the wood that we used is dead, and it's thinking about wanting to thank Mother Earth or the Mother.
For her support.
Yeah, for her support, and also because the people who cut all this down, they probably didn't do any thanking, or they didn't ask or give anything. They just took. And by making this little forest is just trying to come behind those people and say thank you on their behalf, and to show, maybe if someone drove by, they would see that this is for Mother Earth and for each of us, because we worked hard at doing it. We had fun, buddies. It was funny today. We were working today, and he asked me when we're carrying some sticks from over there. He said, "Do you do this everywhere you go?" I said, "No, not this summer, but it's what I do. I just make things, and that's what an artist does." And Ryan is an artist as well, and he helped me. So we were both artists making this. Eh? I believe that if I can, if I, Rebecca Belmore, can do, express myself in whatever way I can. I'm not always good at words, but I'm better at making things, maybe. But that's a form of expression. And I think there are many people who and I think Ryan is a good example of, we all have that in us to express ourselves in many, many different ways. And they all fit together. They all are part of who we are, our culture, our humanness, and our. I think it makes me feel good. I feel hopeful. That's what makes me feel hopeful in this destruction. Because when I went out there, driving out there, and seeing the trees, it's that faceless enemy or the monster that is making money off of everybody else's back, and they confuse the issues. The media twists the issues, and the thing is that it's going to affect everyone. It's not just Native people. It affects everyone. It's the survival of the human being, and that's. I think that for me, art has helped me, and art. I hate the word art, but just making things and expressing myself in the way I have with my hands and with my thoughts, and making an object or making a performance or something. Also, it's good to be here because with these people, and it's just really nice to have that, to calm down and to sit on the ground and to play in the dirt, and and I mean as human beings, just have to slow down and think more clearly and take our time. I feel like we're running too fast, and we don't know how to walk through this stuff, this mess here. We want to run through this, and we have to walk carefully and think about it. I mean, you couldn't run through this now. So, just have to wake up, smarten up, and quit being so goddamn greedy. And those people who are doing this, they should come and show their face, and come and look at it, and come and talk about it, and why they do it, and how they see how this is supposed to grow and to give us what we need to live in the future. Not even us. Their kids, my kids, your kids. I mean, it's really, that's what frightens me. I have a hard time, I guess I flip from being very positive, and then sometimes I get really negative. And I struggle with that, to balance those, and to figure out how to live. Because sometimes I feel it's such an ugly place that, I don't know. But then on the other hand, I feel I love people and I love living. So then I feel better. And I really, I'm grateful for my parents and for my grandparents and my family. we've struggled really hard, but I love them very much, and I know they love me. And I think it's really important to me, family. But I'm going home. I'm going back to where my family comes from. I'm moving in the fall to Sulakut, and that's a very important step for me. And I'm looking forward to working in the community with the women, with the kids, doing workshops and working on myself too, to learn the language, to understand my history, and I really feel a sense of going home. I feel really excited about the young artists that are coming up, and because I think there's a lot of young artists who are wanting to go home and wanting to go work with their people and make art for their people and really ground themselves in where they come from and who they are, and also make all kinds of very different kind of work and use different kinds of media, and I mean this being one of them. It's going to be really good. It's really exciting, and I just hope that we can help, as artists, help our communities to celebrate and to fight and to do all those things that art can do. When I began it was all in my head, and when I first spoke through it in Banff, and it echoed off the mountains and all over the place, and it was my voice. I could hear my voice, way over there, separated, from my body and bouncing off of and echoing off of Mother Earth, the land, and I really felt that, wow, I felt really humble because I felt so small. I felt, she's really powerful. And I felt my place as a human being, as part of the land and as part of her, and that I have to respect. But also I felt really strong at the same time, because I felt that our people have lived here for so long, and they're in the ground, and my parents are in the ground, and we have been here for so long, and she's listened to us for so long. It made me feel really good. It made me feel I don't know, like I belong here. When that whole the Bering Strait theory just flew out the window for me, because I thought we've been here for a long time, and this is my home. I don't come from anywhere else. I guess when I was creating it, I didn't think it would be as strong or as it's much. I mean, it was. I had the idea, but it's taken on its own being. I mean, it's much stronger than I am. I just bring it. I just drive it around and share it, but it doesn't belong to me. It belongs to people. It belongs to the earth. It came from the earth. It was made of materials from the earth. So I feel that it doesn't. It's not mine. It belongs to people, and it belongs to the human voice to speak out to Mother Earth and to talk about her and to her, in order so that we can remain on this planet, on Mother Earth, as human beings. So,
Masa stooksi yrittämätsuja maamuini patsaa. Yini pausta muovon saasumsta minä nossema. Miksi te jaok? Ayum-ee-aawach Oomama-mowan voita taapui. Pavuokumat kasvaa vitte päätti. Mara kiahta puiwa. Yksi puolta kittiään massi gaui.
Kasvatutamme 51 years old Donald. No push. Nyannon Donaldski. Tegiska tajaa. Ne vahvasti omalla katsi juohut puolella. Ja pattamaan katsi ei sitten mähtääks kun mun jauho mutta tostaan. No on tietysti tässäkin oli sihtääksek tuo. Ja kun mä läpi on teitse, kaikki on minsä suomalainen sihtääksek, mä skikkeä. Niin vai mua suola, niin joutumaa tsevoon. Kai alas, niin mios muun. Ja kun tepäsvaa, niin läpäsvaa mustakin meistä teo. Ja kun tässäkin on, kun tässä kohtaa on oma joudusti sun maa. Ja toinen jotenkin tavoitteen palata. Combines. Joten nyt tossa on taas siinä ollut toksi, että tossa on näpöön tohtio. Ja kun no se 30 years ago, kun mulla näyttää, mä olin tossa jo tepäsvaa, että siinä on ollut näyttää. No tietysti ei ole jos näyttää oikeassa, mutta ei siinä ole. Ja kun tuolta on liitto omalla, että kaukoteet sohtanut liittoa. Voisi peivonella mennä tossa jo kaikki on, no, paljon mahtoinen jo 4 år. Och peivonella liitto ussaan jo 4 år. Kestmää se oli. No tietysti jo, kun mä sattuu, mun sovinen kun mä istutaan suhtaan tuohon, mun sokaa jo, mä olin tossa jo. Ei tarvitse jo, mutta ne ei ole mä se on. Mäkin voin kehtävän. Okei. Ja kun minua skiomuksella toistaan niin joka tali, kun mieltä. Ja kun minä poisin helposti. Tästä niin, kestoon paljon joku piksuorku siitä. Mä oon katsoin niin paljon. No se ei ole, ne ei ole. Tämä se on piksuorku. Mutta ei ole so fitse natala. Eikö ne ole matsia? Skeittoon. Kun amistit noat olet pissesko. Ja kun minä olen siirrana, keskuutan julkinen, että mä näen, että vielä enintään tuohon muuttattavankin mielessä. Joo, Drosi. Homma, että saa pörrän nolkaan mutaan. Ja kun tämmöistä nahilukia ei vihtauta, pehtoauta ei vihtauta. Kaikki aina niin piksuuna, mutta siitä on voisi hemot, pevan muuta tällaisella tämä on ollut piilotakin sua voisi mistä pistää selvä ikkeillä. Tämä oli vasta tuonit. Näkö? Kun on siihen ollut kesin stoftamaan, mistä mäkin voin sorttormankin sen päike. Mäkin voin tehdä, kun moja ei ole sinussa ei ole. Mäkin voin veittämään. Piimoli on veittämään, mulla on ollut siis silloin. No mä puhun siis mitkä oli viisten. Ei vaan mä puhun kaadaksen. Ja kun tähäksessä kattaa mun minä just paljon. Sulla kun isut ne olla kaikki on taas sun muu. Ja kun sun jakaa viisten 4 on puhissa, kun on teka kaikki voi skippiä. Ja kun teini on ollut sen no. Sombra, det är man tror att det är 20 years from now, man är väl jättebra. Också på lite och allmänt liksom. Man tror för det så.
Sekaisen Jan Börk kansundappen stegivendi vabasti niistä omoita. Vaat just ka ööllä niistä mööhä suhtusti. the Ayum-ee-aawach Blockade. We go to Alberta in June, that po nilinig nito tayo. Kung ipinaso ng youth, ni nag-speak tamanan na youth ni, sige isin, wag ito na kumalan. Bagan sa gipitok teacher. Mas nega ni mas nega, tigat man ng journal. Tagi mas nega, yung 31 youth ni. Kaya hindi ko makakani, tinani kami, spray pinasis takaman. We pinaso na 4 colored youth ni, we pinaso doon matotsan ng bigkwanta. Ikutewa, yung itamoto, the spirits, yung ipitimit. Muy got invest, wapis ko yas, we pang nugo, so ito. We ganat start of tao in Oasi. Yabang nagapiyan mountain eating. Muy usama itong nanuitistin, bagay ba? Porta kami mo ya, tawitihit la. Yabang nokta, tawit tamato gonista, tawit tamagya. Kung ito mawa na ni yung tagipilok. Mamis ko mo nos bibig squat. Gataso ya tama. Kigina na kaya. Taso ya tama tami akasiya, kigiwe niyogi watagan ito. Gata wisugot sa higosya. Magamonyaw inyo, sifat pa kang buhay sa utang negosyo. Kasi kaya ito native kami. Diba 1964, tuwaro that word. Dini sa Toscana na that Gili Forks, tas po sila ni Gesti. Ano sa kabak sila, timo yung karin yung spi. At kung sa kabak kay kaging daw yung matsig, iman sot. Ano sa gawa ng Suisa gawin di, may akong sa taon naman tatatas po sila ni Gesti. Hindi man natin sa sila folks, kaya pati sinyo. As iba na sa kabak, taman mo at taman naman. Sifat kevan desert is na romoti. Sui apas patei tinam sonat stat. Yukse nas ko banisto te kaskitan pikswan. Yukse nas kom na to. Thank you.
Call him up to sing.
Starting now, then must be.
Yeah.
There's some. Just wasteful people doing
Yeah, just the factors you.
really putting my leg face.
Yeah,
So
it's
it's,
a principle. But
yeah.
same thing, you know.
so, and you got to quit it in time, you know. And then the government changed the law.
All right.
No, so,
Good night.